Today is Sunday. Something is challenging us for some reason. Remember my plumbing problem that I had? Well, unfortunately, it's turned into a 3-day, possibly more of a problem. The little problem that I had with my toilet was a flushing problem, and I was sort of handling it for a while, and then finally got the plumber. You remember my one plumber, poor guy, had a problem that his truck was stolen, all his tools. So I called another plumber, but we've used this one before, thank heavens. He's a referral as well. He came out, and that was yesterday, right, Moose? I'm losing track of my days here.
Yeah.
So he came out, and actually it was his son. Normally the two sons would come out, but they did me a favor and said rather than wait until Monday, since we were a brand new home with Moosie and of a certain age, they would do us a favor and come out on the weekend. The son said, I'm coming from another job, so I might as well just stop by and fix your little problem. Well, it wasn't a little problem. He started to put his snake down just to see if everything was all clear, and that was working to a certain extent, but then it wasn't flushing still, and he tried a few other things. And within an hour, his snake, as it went down, got caught, and something zipped it, and down it went. It was almost as if something was pulling it down. Well, that was the start. To make a long story short, evidently there are some problems with our pipes, and some tree roots have decided to get involved. However, they have to dig through a bit of our kitchen floor because evidently we have old pipes and a bit of a newer pipe, which was put in about 20 years ago. Remember, our little cottage here is almost 100 years old. Well, evidently, with the earth shifting and everything, the pipes have separated, and the snake got caught right sort of at the edge of the kitchen there, and they're going to have to dig through the floor and do some fixing. That hopefully is going to happen tomorrow. So here we are, still snug. But I just remembered, Moose, we're supposed to start PT tomorrow. So we're being challenged, but that's okay. Tonight is the night we're having our tomato basil soup. So Sunday night supper is finally the tomato basil soup with some of my basil from my garden in the soup. And I've already sampled our grilled cheese. Oh, they were good and juicy. I did grill some onions first. Moosie likes them a little grilled, but I had tomato in there and some garlic and because cheese. It's chilly, and as you can see, I have dug out all my cozy sweaters. It's been great. My electrical problem, well, that was fixed too. Right down here, I was having problems with a plug, and Margie's hubby Mike came out, who has some electrical experience, and he came, changed out the plug. So now we have the heater working that's in our fireplace in our bedroom, and we're all set again. I am so glad we bought this little heater last winter. This just heats up our whole bedroom, and it's so cozy, and it's so pretty in our natural corner fireplace in the bedroom. This goes all the way up to a beamed ceiling. I've showed you this before, but all handmade by someone about 90 or 100 years ago. And I can't believe that this tiny cottage actually has 2 fireplaces. I did get this on Amazon. Oh, I see I have to dust it off. But this has been a godsend. Honestly, it's pretty and cute and just warms the whole room. Besides, you should look into this on Amazon. I think we paid about $240, something like that for it. But it's well worth it. It's into its second winter now. So I just thought I'd tell you, as life goes along with all its little challenges, we're able to handle them because the cottage is cozy and we have all the help we need here. We also have the nurse coming tomorrow to evaluate Moose for his PT and his occupational therapy. So somehow we'll work that in and get that started as soon as possible because we do want to start that. Everything's good. I want to thank you for your response to our shorts. We did have so much fun making them. It was just a start. And actually, all of you are watching them. They were kind of funny, sort of impromptu and not planned, but kind of fun. And as we say, we always have to be learning something new. Right, ladies? I'll tune in tomorrow morning and add a little bit more to this video and hopefully maybe put it up in the morning for you. Well, here we are. It's Tuesday already. Everything's going great. And we are getting this little cottage all fixed up. The plumbing problem has been fixed and everything is great. It took a few days, but you know, the fun of having visitors coming in and out, everybody cooperated and helping to keep Moosie and I just happy as can be through this whole thing. But we now have some new pipes and we have a toilet that is just working wonderfully. So all is good. Today, the visiting nurse came to evaluate Moosie and to set up the PT. So we will be having a nurse coming a couple of times a week to check his vitals and to do any dressings or anything that have to be done. And the PT guy will get him rolling along as soon as we can. Now the house is a little rearranged here. There was a lot of rearranging of furniture that went on. The piano went out and some of the things in the hallway. So everything's back to normal except some of the furniture. The plumbers are coming back this morning to tidy up and get some furniture back in place. Then all we have to do is replace, I think, 6 tiles down in the hallway down there where they had to dig down. And the pipes are fixed. Everything's good. All cleaned up, done. Filled all that dirt back in. And a small layer of cement. Left enough to cement some tiles. I guess we need, what, 8? And it was a kind of a fun 2 or 3 days. At least we had a lot of company around the house. Now, there was an opportunity to leave, which we didn't want to consider. Moosie still wanted to sleep in his own bed. He's been having some great sleeps in our great little bed that goes up and down. Thank heavens we've had that. So looking forward ahead, let's see, what do we have? Someone reminded me, I think Deb reminded me on the phone this morning, that Thanksgiving is a little more than a week away. So we're trying to plan where we'll go, what we'll be doing on Thanksgiving. You know, the food doesn't really matter. Just seeing family is honestly what it's all about. But I have found a few things that once my kitchen gets back to normal again, I want to do a few cooking videos with you. One of them was all about leftover Thanksgiving foods, and they're made in those little cups that I've done before with eggs. And I even want to eat these before Thanksgiving and maybe throw in some chicken instead of a turkey. But I won't be cooking a turkey. Usually on Thanksgiving, we will go over to Dub's or do the rounds, go down to Matthew's, visit with them, and then come back here and perhaps have dinner with Micah and Colleen and the kids. We really don't know yet, but it's all going so much better than we even would have imagined. As you can tell from my variety of sweaters that I've been wearing, the weather has been chilly. Honestly, it's been down in the low 50s. I think it even hit 49 during the night. But we have that wonderful heater. It just keeps that bedroom so warm and cozy. I think I told you that Margie's husband Mike stopped by and fixed our little electrical problem right here. Now all I have to do is get myself a new ice maker in the kitchen. I took my pick to break up some ice and poked a hole in the bottom. I told you that. And I think one of you, I can't remember who it was, but one of you said, "Oh gosh, Nanny, I did that too." So I broke a hole in the bottom of that thing that holds the ice, but I can replace that. So that's the only thing left we have here in this little cottage. And when Aiden comes again in a couple of days, he will go over it all with the housekeeping that he's been doing. Now, we're very excited because a lot of the kids will be coming home from college. Moosie's excited to see Brendan again. Ryan will be home again. Wasn't she a love helping me do that short? She's such a beautiful girl and so helpful. I already have some more questions for her, so I think you'll be seeing her again too. One of the next videos, well, I have so many different videos in mind, but right now I did want to talk about energy reset. And that's something that I'm going through right now, from sort of batching it and trying to take it easy in between trying to get the cottage straightened up again for Moosie's homecoming. I did find that I have to rest more in between activities. And I have been doing that. My energy level has been up a little bit since Moosie's home. I've been in the kitchen more than I was when I was just eating on my own. But things seem to be pretty much back to status quo again. And that's a good thing. So ladies, if this happens to you and you find that for some reason or other your life has changed a little bit, you can reset your energy just with your mindset. I've been reading a lot about that, and it's all up here. Now, one little problem with all this, with all the activity that's been going on, and especially in the front hall here, made getting in and out a little more difficult. Moosie has not been going out to visit his birds. So this morning I'm going to go out and I'm going to check the birds and see how the snacks are going that Aiden put out for him. Well, it looks like the birds have eaten up their food, and we'll have to fill it up again before Moosie comes out. See that sock? It was filled up with the black Niger seed. It's all gone. And the little snack tray is still there, but no birds. Same over here. Look at that beautiful view down there in the valley. You can even see the mountains, by the way, up there. Big Bear. And yep, over here, where's the sock? Oh, the sock's in the back, and that's all eaten up too. Yep. Birds ate that too. Wow, would you look at the flowers still out? Those zinnias are so hardy. Amazing. I still have roses too, and the bougainvillea. St. Francis's garden at all. That's a verbena flower, which I think they're gorgeous, and they're all over in these pots. They're still going strong too. 2 roses still hanging in there. Absolutely amazing. Beautiful day, by the way, today. Aren't you amazed what a California garden is like in the first, beginning second week in November? Lovely, isn't it? Last week, I think the birds expected them to spend a little more time outside, but it has been chilly. And of course, we've dug out the vests and the caps. And I'm hoping that tomorrow, Moosie can get out, sit with the birds, and enjoy a little bit warmer weather. I think California has definitely gotten out of the the late summer into fall thing, and I am so anxious to take down all of this fall business up on the fireplace. I'm ready to decorate. Now all I need to do is to get Aiden to dig out my Christmas tubs, but that's going to be fun. How many of you have started decorating for Christmas already? I think this is a year that a lot of people are decorating. In fact, our son Billy and his wife Bonnie up in Idaho recently sent us some pictures. You wouldn't believe what they've been doing up there. They have actually decorated the whole outside of the house. Some of the outbuildings. The kids last year for Christmas gave them, I think it's a 10-foot high Santa for outside. And I don't know how they brought it home. I think they had to take him home in parts. And he's standing out in front of the house with lights galore. They have their tree out. Now, Bonnie's mother is visiting from the Philippines, and she doesn't go back until the 2nd of December. And Bonnie did want to go overboard this year with Christmas and let her see all the wonderful Christmas decorations before she left to go back to the Philippines. So I think that's why they did that. But maybe I'll put a picture in just to show you. And many of you still keep asking, what is the name of their B&B up there, which is their home. And it's Bear Hollow Inn and Vineyards. Another thing that I managed to get accomplished this morning is I was activating our, it's been a while since, of course, Moosie wears that alarm around his neck, the fall risk alarm. And we were sent a new one. And so I had to get that activated. And I wanted to make sure that my little fall risk bracelet also is activated and how it works. So if I were to fall, all I do is press this button, and up here on the mantelpiece, I think I've showed you before, this is where we keep the main box that if Moosie falls or if I fall, the person at the alarm company will say, "Hello, do you need help?" And it comes right here. We can hear it throughout the cottage. And there's a big red thing that says help, that if I need to get to it right away, I push that and they answer, and they will send the 911, paramedics, whoever I need out. So it took a while. The testing had to go through that. We kept pushing buttons and testing everything. So we're all set, and Nanny is wearing this again. So all I do is push the button if I fall. Moosie is now wearing his again. How many of you actually wear some of these devices? You know, I see them advertised all the time on TV and also on YouTube. And gosh, they have helped us so many times with falls. Now, we also have had a lot of these falls where Moosie will sit down too fast, and that would activate this. But you know, they're very patient about that, and they don't mind that at all. They say it's okay. Right away they say, "Do you need help?" And you'll either say, "No, we're so sorry." But it's a good thing to know that makes you feel pretty confident when you are in these aging years, and to know that someone can help you if you need the help right away. Moosie and I are going to have a little lunch right now before plumbers come back to pick up their snake and some other devices they've left. And they're going to clean up some of the, move some furniture back in place for us too here. So maybe before they come, I just want to finish this video. I'm just keeping you up to date in our little homecoming. One of these days, we'll hop in the car and go out and get back to our little yogurt trips, or stopping by for those great hot dogs. I forget the name of that place we always...
Wiener Schnitzel.
Ah, right. Wiener Schnitzel. Do we love their hot dogs? So you've seen our little car parties, as we call them, and we're going to start those again, and life is returning to normal. Now, Mikey and Sabrina are in Japan right now. Mikey's on business, and Sabrina accompanied him. Oh, the pictures they're sending, and the food and everything is wonderful. But they're due back in a couple of days, and We might even take a trip down there one of these days soon, too. They have extended onto their house, and the guest room is nice and big with a new big California king bed with a new mattress, and we're ready. So life continues. Thank God Moosie is not in pain. He's sleeping well. What could be better? Thank you all so very much for all your comments, all your well wishes. And I know I have to keep saying this, but I so appreciate it, and so does Moosie. And you are our buddies, our friends. Thank you. Well, don't forget to go and binge watch. We do have some new subscribers. So, welcome to Nanny and the Moose, crushing their 80s. And we have a ton of videos that you can watch. We're all about pro-aging. We're here to give you some hope that when you have pitfalls and life isn't always smelling the roses, there are ways to handle this. And it's all about positive mindset, keeping busy, and wanting to just be happy. Yes, we can't do some of the things we did before. Our bodies don't quite work, but you can still enjoy your golden years. Try it. Goodbye for now. I'll see you in a few days, and God bless us all.